Activation code required. Access granted. Warning. Evacuation sequence activated.
Paranormal Bunker. You'll come on down and join Nikki, Robert, Kayla, and Cole. Wednesdays at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Sit with us as we traverse the portals of the universe. Let loose the secrets of the cryptids. Make haste with the truth of conspiracy. And explore the hauntings of our world. And once again, welcome to the S4 Paranormal Bunker.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the S4 Paranormal Bunker. Friend. So, we haven't done this in a while, and we have a lot of new listeners coming on every week. So, friend, I am your host, Cole Wegleitner. With me tonight, as always, I have Nikki Jacobs, Robert White, and my wife, Kayla Wegleitner. Friend, yeah, how are you guys doing?
It's been a wild day.
Sorry, guys. I'm here. Hey.
Sure.
Hello.
Friend. Here, but not alive. It's good. Friend.
It was a wild day.
Well, I'm here. Yeah, it was. Wild day, too.
Friend.
Anyhow.
Yeah.
How you doing, Robert? Haven't heard from you yet.
Yeah, doing all right. Temperature's finally starting to cool down a bit. It's no longer in the 30s Celsius yet, down about 20, 25 at the moment, but it's been going less than that too. And at night it's been actually going down to under 18 degrees Celsius. It's down to like about 9 and 10s.
That seems really hot for where you are. I mean, the moon is usually a lot colder than that. Friend. I'm just saying. And considering you're not even on the surface, you're like floating out in space. Friend. Like.
Here we go.
So, does that mean universal warming? Is it not a myth?
What the fuck are the dinosaurs trying to do now? Friend.
Oh, yeah, boy.
So,
okay. We're here.
Friend, yeah. I'm not completely yet. Friend.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Ooh. Oh, shit.
So, just a quick announcement before we start. Next week there will be no show, as one of our regulars on here, John, our son, is graduating.
Yay.
Woohoo!
And starting Tuesday, we have people coming.
Oh.
That's a big deal.
That's a change of plans.
Yes.
She's not awake enough. I can tell by that voice. Hi, dear.
Hi.
Hi.
Friend. Yeah, originally my mom was supposed to come here on next Wednesday. She will now be here Tuesday night due to unforeseen reasons that aren't my business to share.
Yeah.
So, friend, but
Yeah. Understood.
I get one more day with my mommy. So, friend.
That's a cool thing.
Yeah.
I understand that.
I don't know what I'm gonna make her cook me now for that night, but we'll see.
We'll go out.
I
Well-
was just thinking about that earlier today. Cooking.
I
Baking,
don't need
actually.
anything on Tuesday because she's bringing me Timbits. So, Tim
What the
Hortons-
hell are Timbit?
Tim.
Tim Hortons donuts.
Oh,
The little donut holes.
Tim.
that's
And
Robert.
now, hey, that's a fuck around and find
Okay.
out moment, Robert. If Tim didn't want to find out, he shouldn't have fucked around.
Oh God, we're all goofy tonight.
And you know what? It does make sense considering Tim Horton was a hockey player. You know, friend.
Wait, there's an actual person named Tim Horton?
Yes,
Yes,
he was an NHL player and he lost his bits
even I knew that.
on the ice.
Even,
Oh,
That
even
part's
I
not
knew
real,
that because I knew somebody. I knew somebody who used to wear. No, never mind. Anyway,
You knew
Yeah.
someone who lost their
Yes, some red
bits?
tidbits.
no, who used to wear clothing that had the name on it.
You know what? You had a past life in ancient Egypt. You knew lots of people that lost their bits. Don't even.
Oh my God, I had never freaking thought of that. That's a good point. No, actually, I wasn't around. No, I take that. Oh, I would have been a liar.
Yeah.
That's true. That's
times.
true. I was.
Did you tell
Oh my
someone he still
God.
had his bits?
Mm.
what?
She said you would have been a liar.
No. There were men that I knew that were eunuchs. Holy
See?
cripes! I hadn't thought of that until just now.
No bit, Tim.
Holy cripes! And I can't remember why they were. It doesn't matter. Anyway, although I'm sure I know somebody who would. I'm very close to who would have been able to tell me that a couple of years ago. But anyway, because we were.
Higher singing voices.
Friend, I do like how you put that, though. I don't know how or why they. My immediate thought was George of the Jungle. Just lucky, I guess.
Jeez.
And watch out for
Oh
the
my
trees.
God. Yikes. Oh my.
So
What a strange night.
it is, and it's gonna get weirder. Not weirder. It just okay. Tonight's
Oh dear.
Progressively severe.
topic. Kayla's the only one that
Oh
really knows
God.
what we're
Nikki's
starting with.
goofy. What the hell?
Tonight's topic is called Everyone Preps.
Okay, that can
And it
mean
should
a wide
be
variety of
Everybody
things.
Preps. Because I remember, if I remember right, that's the actual title of the book. Yeah, it is. I screwed up on that.
Okay.
Fran, well, do you remember the book, Everybody Poops? Everybody Preps. Fran. So, my mind has been doing weird things over the last couple weeks. And I've been seeing patterns. Patterns that
That will really mess
Don't-
the drapes.
they don't particularly lead anywhere. Like, it's not... I can't say it's a bad thing. I can't say it's a good thing. I can't say anything about it, really, other than it's weird. Friend, so... And we've done a lot of shows in the last couple weeks about this. We're going back a little bit to weather. And all the weird shit that's been happening to our Earth. Because we've had a show on earthquakes, we've had a show on the weather patterns that we've had, and I have a theory now that I actually feel has developed quite well.
What should we talk about?
Fran,
We should talk about.
well, I think the Earth, Mother Earth herself, is preparing.
Trying to shake us up like fleas.
Well, no, not us. It has nothing to do with us. That's the problem. And we are just, as they say, a parasite. So we don't matter in this equation. But we have had random weather patterns go insanely wrong where we are having more and more extreme weather. And we have had earthquakes like freaking crazy in the last couple of years.
Floods?
And they just keep getting more and more, but not as heavy, like not as hard. We're not having a lot of 10.0s. We are having a bunch of 3.0s.
And a bunch of 6s and 7s.
Yeah. Friend, but the 3.0s are ranging in numbers they've never been at in human recorded history.
I agree with that.
And in places we haven't seen before. There is an idea that there is a stress fracture in the tectonic plate. Because there are now new earthquakes happening across northern Alberta and BC that never happened before.
I've heard of that.
There is also an area about 400 acres just south of the city of Vermilion, Alberta, that sunk 100 feet.
Excuse.
Yeah. I heard about that.
The wonderful thing
When?
about figure.
I'm not sure when. Fran, I just got told about this last piece tonight, so I haven't been able to look completely into it, but the source I absolutely trust, because his brother is my godfather, the source is my dad, and my uncle lived in Vermilion. Fran, so he knows the people that this actually happened to. He still sells tractors in that area. Fran, so
Just wow.
here's the thing. The last time we had an ice age, there is geological evidence that the Earth itself, prepared for it. It started getting worse and worse in different ways. I do not believe that we are going to go through another ice age per se, but I do believe that we are going to have a geological shift. I do not mean a polar switch. I mean a polar shift. I think we're going to end up in a wobble for the next while. So as you know, our Earth spins at 32.
Wobble?
Yes,
Yes.
so our Earth spins at 32 degrees on the axis.
Yeah.
But we are not in a perfect spin.
Yeah, every once in a great
Every
while.
once in a great while, we wobble.
Kind of like a top trying
Yep.
to catch itself.
Yep.
I believe we are coming into
That I
a
remember.
wobble, and the Earth is preparing itself so it doesn't tear itself apart doing it. Bran,
Well, now that's interesting. I should have asked the ETs when I was up there the other day.
well, here's the thing, Nikki. If you look at what you guys have predicted in the last while, and a lot, like if you go through a lot of the major psychics that are very
7
well
years.
known, Fran, and yes, throughout the
8
last couple of
years.
years, Fran, everything fits with this theory. And here's the other thing that fits with this theory. I think our government knows.
Of course I do.
But I also think there is something new happening at Area 51. I believe there is a new project
In what
underway.
way?
I believe there's a new project underway that they are searching for a way to help us get through it or prevent the wobble. For the reason that on May 1st, Area 51 had 14 earthquakes at 500 feet underground.
Centered at Area
Centered
51.
at Area 51. They weren't randomized. They were all in the same spot throughout the day.
Oh, MFer.
Friend. Now, in recorded history, that's never happened. That is a new project.
That I was just gonna say that they're doing something. That's obvious. Say the number. How big were they again?
They never specified the size. They were under 3. They weren't very big. They weren't enough to shake anything up top real hard, but they were only 500 feet deep.
That's not even a mile.
I'd say
hell, that's not even an acre.
Like,
yeah.
Our bunker. No.
We're at S4, so we're okay. That's a different locale.
Mm-hmm.
It is. That's the hangar.
So what kind of energy are they effing with to do
That's
those
what I'm
kind of earthquakes?
Well,
Or is it something they needed to do that's going to help us?
Or they think it's going to help us.
And they're going to fuck us more. Yeah, that's true too.
Up way
But-
worse.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But how? What if it doesn't have anything to do with this theory, and it has to do with something else?
Yeah.
Let's get the heck out of here.
Well, that's just kind of like fracking. Everybody said that fracking was fucking up everything like years ago. Did it? We don't know. But
It did.
Well, when you look at the weather situation and how much the global governments have been effing with it, then you're dealing with a different ballgame. It's partial man-made, and which is instigating nature in a very specific way across the planet. So you add those two, you add those two together, and you've got a wicked set of scenarios. Oh, I just got told we're gonna have somebody watching us if they aren't watching us right now. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I look at it this way.
Wow.
Okay, so Mother Nature herself,
Didn't expect that.
planet itself, obviously is alive. In some way, shape, or form, she's alive. Right. So, it's just like any other animal or plant or tree or anything like that. If you fuck with it enough, it will build up defenses against what is happening.
And that is basically what a geological shift is. It's a defense mechanism.
If you notice, like, certain trees over the years have grown bigger thorns or, like, different types of leaves to keep certain bugs and stuff like that away. Animals, even the most docile of animal, if you mess with it enough, will snap back at you.
Yep.
Apparently some of them change complete types.
Well, and you look at what's happening now with the birds. They're talking about there's a serious decrease in the bird population across the planet. I found that fascinating when I heard that.
Well, you know,
The news. It was actually done by some news station. I don't remember who, but yeah, that was a big deal. And it was shoved off. That's what pissed me off. I was like, wait a minute. Why aren't you making more out of that? Because that is a serious issue.
well, and like, you know, it started... Okay, now this is weird, but it started with certain insects. If you really think about it, it started with certain insect populations weirdly increasing in certain populations and weirdly decreasing in others.
Okay, I gotta say something. Somebody's pestering the living crap out of me. Knock it off, one. And number two, we are not fear-mongering. No, we're not fear... This is not directed at you guys. This is directed at... Anyway, I got told we're fear-mongering. And I'm like, no, it's not fear-mongering. It's things to pay attention to, folks. You
Well,
gotta pay
honestly,
attention to
if
what the
this-
hell is going on. To be aware.
It's a theory. It's
Sorry.
not even, you know...
Well, not just that, but like this.
Yes,
this is to
thank
make
you.
people realize that something could happen. We already know we are getting more and more extreme weather. Therefore, you should be prepping yourself for it a little bit, friend.
Yeah.
And if something does happen,
Have extra supplies. It's not a big deal. Good grief.
And
there
I'm
is
totally...
two
Sorry,
sides
Cole.
to every plate.
Yes.
So on one side, yes, human beings as a race are parasites. We kind of suck on the host, and we've done that for years off of old Mother Nature. But on the other hand, that also means we are very hard to kill as a race. Friend.
Mr. Anderson, welcome back.
Like, in a way, yes, it is fear-mongering, Nikki. They're right. Because everyone should be scared that your way of life is going to fucking change. That's the way it is. Friend, because a lot of things aren't going to work anymore. A lot of things are going to work better. Friend, your way of life will change in some way.
Everybody's
That
way
is
of life changes
all it
every
is.
like 5 years anyway.
And that scares everybody.
And that also goes with AI. I was watching a video this afternoon that was talking about what's coming with AI and the differences and how much of a hard thing it's going to be for. I can't remember who. Otherwise, I would credit them. I don't remember who said it right now. But somebody said it's going for those that are unaware or not paying attention. When AI comes in and takes over a number of things, it's going to be like what was it? It wasn't a shovel. It was something over the head, some kind of gardening tool over the head for people, because it's going to be a heck of a shock. And I'm like, wow. And they were right. I can't remember. There was a bunch of different AI things that I was listening to earlier today, so I don't know who the hell said it, but it made an impression. I was like, yeah, that's true. And that's how a lot of these things, whether it's the weather or the planet with earthquakes or flooding or whatever. I mean, you have to pay attention to what the hell is going on and the potential for things. You don't have to get into a panic over it. This is not panic-stricken stuff. This is like, just be aware of it, and periodically, every, couple of weeks, when you can, pick up an extra few canned goods or gallon or two of water and just have your supplies around. I mean, those can be changed out periodically. We used to do that kind of stuff all the time. When my son was real little and we had this small house, and I canned or I made jams. I did all kinds of stuff, and you just buy a few cans of extra supplies, and you check the dates, write the date, make sure the dates are on the labels and on the cans in case the label comes off, at permanent marker. And my step-grandmother taught me that when she labeled everything. When I went through my grandparents' house, I found cans from 79 in the year 2003 and 4. And I was like, oh my God, it blew my mind. I was like, okay, change your stock out. That way it stays current and you still have a product to use. Sorry, I went off on a tangent.
No, but
anyway.
Nikki, I gotta say, I don't label anything. Because that way when someone asks me what's for dinner, I'm like, surprise, surprise, surprise. Who the fuck knows? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of an issue. I mean, my step-grandmother, she used to use these black grease sticks. They were in the shape of I've got a Sharpie right here. They were in the shape of a Sharpie, but they were black wax sticks on the inside, and wrote with it. And she dated everything. That's why I was so stunned. 79. What the hell are you? I was like, okay, never mind. I mean, it was a wild ride when I found all that stuff. But yeah, change your stock out periodically.
Well, and it's not just food. Like, you got to stock other things. There are good things to have that every household should have. And now, that's the thing. 20 years ago, a lot of this wasn't freaking even possible. Not for a lot of households. If you lived in an apartment, you didn't have an air compressor.
Yep, true.
But now I have one that fits in my pocket.
Excuse me?
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Friend, I just used it this morning because our tire was a little low. Friend, they make them very
I forgot
small.
about those.
Yeah. Friend,
yeah,
you
I
have
forgot
battery
about those.
chargers that they're the size of a phone. Jump boxes. And they work great. They also, like ours, will charge a phone, will charge, it will run certain other equipment. It will charge a battery up to so you could jump it. And it will, it has a flashlight on it and an emergency light. Like, they are very versatile items.
Yeah, I forgot about those. Got one in the, yeah.
These are things that your household should have.
Now, test them out, because found out the hard way 2 weekends ago when borrowed a vehicle and the tires on the vehicle, well, the vehicle had been sitting a while, but borrowed a vehicle and the tires were a little low, and it was thought, because we had one of those, and I think it was my son who went to use it, and it's only good for one tire. So test them out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Test them out and make sure, that's a big deal. Because then great for an emergency on the road if you've got one tire that's down or decreased. But yeah, and
that's the thing. Like, mine is good for up to 12 tires or a full-size swimming pool. Like it will blow up a lot of things.
Toys, yeah. Blow up a lot of pool toys. Yeah, sorry, brain fart.
It'll blow up the entire ring of 14-foot swimming pool, the upper ring. And it will. And mine has a setting so that you can actually set how many psi you want to set it to. So once it reaches 35 psi, like a normal commercial or private car tire, it stops.
Nice.
But those type of things are also considered prepping, and you should have them. Everyone should have a small toolkit that they keep around. And different things like that.
In your vehicle too.
I mean,
my big thing is a case of water.
Yeah.
Now, water is something that obviously you're going to drink throughout the month or whatever anyways. So just grab an extra case when you head to Costco.
Yeah.
Just switch it out, so that it's always a fresher case that you're using. But that's always a good thing to have no matter what ends up happening, because there are a lot of times when something out of the blue will happen, or a water main will break or something of that nature, and you'll be without water for a day or so. That's always a good thing to just extra have. And it's not like it's super expensive or anything, and we all buy it anyways.
Yep. The other thing is to remember to keep that in the vehicle too, although you got to be careful and not make sure it's not in the direct sun. But because say you witness an accident, people that's kind of a big deal. Yeah. And you pull over and you stop. So, there are different little things. Used to carry around in one of my backpacks, I used to always carry a 1-gallon Ziploc bag. And in that Ziploc bag, I had 2 they're folded down, compacted down emergency blankets, those silver ones. I can't think of what they're called right now. But
like the little fire blankets?
And yeah, and they're reflective and they'll keep you warm they're kind of a big deal. Anyway. And they're great for keeping the sun out if you've got a really hot room. Anyway, so, things like that. A little Swiss Army knife and things of that nature. Little thing of tissues and a little thing of wipes and antibacterial ointment, and just a lot of little things that can be used and disposed of, not so it's I used to carry that all the time, and man, that came in handy.
This isn't me doing end of the world prep or anything like that, but here in the concrete and this area, we have a lot of people that do a lot of hiking and a lot of outdoor activities out here.
Yep.
If you're going on any of these trails or anything, always take a little kit of something with you that has an extra granola bar, maybe a life straw if you can't handle taking a couple of things of water. like something of that nature, just because you never know what can happen on a trail. There's always,
Yep.
like, and again, not really trying to fearmonger, but like, think of like worst case scenarios, like if you're up hiking on a trail and you break your leg or something of that nature, which can happen very easily, then you want to make sure that you are okay, because a lot of people don't understand that a lot of these places also don't have the cell reception that you might think they do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not only that, one of the things that David Paulides used to promote really heavily is having and they are expensive, but man, they are worth their weight in gold. Is it's a specific kind of SOS radio, and it has your tracking location, so that even if you're out of cell range, it does something, and if you keep it on, it can track your location. And it's, if you get the what is it, Garmin
Garmin.
was one of them. I used to Garmin, yeah, I used to look at them at REI and a couple of other places years ago. They were like $300, but man, I was like, you know what? How much is your life worth?
Yeah, but at this point, the thing is, your
I had
cell
to
phone
put
does
money
that too.
together to save for that. Yes and no. There was a difference. That was that was one of the things that he talked about pretty extensively. So I just don't remember what they're called right now. But yeah, kind of a big deal when you're out hiking.
Well, okay.
So
here's the thing, though. Me and Kayla went out and we actually were searching for a new phone plan with the different companies in our area. And so we went and looked at some of the higher up companies because we're with a secondary company right now and we love them. They're low price. Everything works for us. But I could not believe what T-Mobile was offering people. And apparently it comes with every one of their plans. And it's the fact that if you are in an area that does not have service, every one of their phones was equipped with satellite capability, and it will send a text no matter where you are on Earth. If you buy their extreme plan, you can stream anywhere on Earth.
Well, that's new.
Yeah, so your kids don't have
How
to
old
be
is
without
that?
Bluey. Fran.
Oh, for God's sake.
Fran, love you, Jimmy.
I'm sorry.
That's where
I
our
don't have little ones.
That's where our little great nephew.
I understand.
Fran.
I understand, but that is
but the idea that you can
mercy.
be in a complete dead zone and still send a text to loved ones.
Yeah,
to tell
that's
them
a
where
big
you
deal.
are, that is a huge deal.
That's huge.
And
that's changed in the last 2 years.
Oh yeah,
that's huge.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Last time I looked was about a year ago, and they didn't have this option. So, like, things like that are making the way. Like this year, when we go to reunion, Kayla's family reunion is in an area.
In the summer. Yeah.
It has absolutely zero.
It's a complete dead zone.
Yeah, there is no reception whatsoever. Verizon, you get one bar, but you can't do anything with it. Nothing goes through. Friend, if you send a text, if once you leave the campground, it'll go through. Friend, but now, because John went with T-Mobile, he will have the ability to send text from the campground. Which, you know, like, I'm not that worried about, except for the fact that there's some times where we forget things. So, and we have people showing up on different days, so we will call the last person who's showing up and have them pick it up at a store.
Yeah.
But in order to do that, we have to go into town to tell them.
Yeah.
And so, like, it is handy, but
that used to be like Lake Easton.
Like, it just. But the idea that someone can be sitting on the top of a mountain and still send a text, friend.
That's huge.
That you reach the summit, and now you're about to come down. At least they have a better idea of where you are.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's like I've been. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay. What's up?
Well, That's like I was watching Lee Strauss posting his, because he was up at Baker Lake. Pardon me, could not get my words. And he's posting from there, and I'm like, how the hell are you getting service up there? Because I've never gotten service up there, ever. So there's been changes made to where he's able. I'm like, wow, this is huge. It's huge. So there are tech changes that have really been made in the last 2 years. Just
for sure.
gigantic stuff.
For sure.
I did want to go back.
What were you gonna say, Kayla?
Yeah.
What? Oh no. Okay. So, I'm kind of a weirdo when it comes to things. We are going to have a lot of people because of the World Cup that's happening. So we are going to have a lot of people that are from out of area that are going to be coming up to different areas. Okay? And I just wanted to put out a little PSA, a little thing out there for anybody that happens to be listening. Please check your local rivers and everything else too to make sure that you know what is going on. Because, like, I see a lot of people in the Skagit, like, trying to swim around in it or trying to paddle in it or anything like that.
Oh my God, no!
It bothers me every summer because I'm like, you guys don't understand. You need to check
the undercurrent
what you're doing before you decide to just do something. Because a lot of people don't know that the Skagit is a Class 5 river. And it has an undertow that is insane. And it has log jams.
It is deadly.
It has log jams that are terrible. And you do not want to get caught in that current and thrown into one of those log jams. It's just bad. So
you will drown. You will die.
So
it has happened on that river.
Before you decide to do any kind of water sports, or before you decide to take certain trails or anything like that, know your area. Look up what you're doing before you decide to do it.
Skagit River is a Class 3
river. My bad. But please,
it's a big deal
before you decide to go do something. Just like if you're going to be in the Puget Sound or in any of the oceans or anything around here, check the currents, check the tide tables. You don't want to get caught in an accident.
And if there's warning signs up, don't ignore them.
Yeah, if we have any foreigners that are listening to this show and they are coming to this area for the FIFA or just for vacation, friend, just remember this is
it's wild. It's wild.
Well, no, but what is the word? What kind of country is this? Not communist, but
socialist.
No, we're not socialist. What is the word? Capitalist. This is a capitalist country, and so just so you know, I have seen 5 new companies pop up with kayaks for rent on the Skagit River. So, if you don't know how to kayak, that ain't the river for you.
Don't do it.
No.
Oh my God.
It sounds exactly like the Vinda Boulders with the Devil's Pool. But that's taken at least 18 people, 18 tourists.
Yeah.
All male. It's got these underground tunnel tube type things that people get sucked down into and they can't get out because of the current, because of the water pressure. So yeah, don't do it.
Yeah.
And always let somebody know. Especially if you're going alone. If you happen to be going alone, or even if you're going in a group of like 2 people, let somebody outside of that group, like staying back at the campground or whatever, know which area you're going into, which trail you're taking, what river you're taking, and where you're putting in, where you're pulling out.
There is an area I used to live in called Banff, and they have a falls there called the Bow River. And it's called Bow Falls. And
that was supposed to be Falls.
It's a slow it's a slow falls. And you would see
it was a big slide coming down and the
but it was still the same area.
Robert.
And everything.
You would see
we can hear.
When I was swimming with Adrian, I slipped into a strong current that almost drug us underneath.
Yep.
And
Oh
I
my
reached up
God.
to grab the big heavy rock that was there, and nobody was helping me. And I was looking straight up at the sky, and I could see that there was nobody there. But
No, there are.
somebody grabbed my hand and pulled it up onto the top of the rock,
Mm-hmm.
and was
Wow.
just high enough that I could shove Adrian up onto the rock. And there was nobody there.
Huh.
Elemental.
Something.
Mm.
Maybe I got you.
Angels?
I can't hear what they're saying. So.
Yeah.
Angels! Angels!
Yes.
Keep saying angles.
Even there are angels, especially for children.
Yeah. Yeah,
Ni-
life vests are vital.
Nikki said Laura Ingalls was protecting you. That's what I heard.
Yes, not.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
But just to clarify, I believe her name was actually Laura Ingalls Wilder. Fred.
Yeah.
So.
No, that's not who. Good grief.
Fred,
Oh my.
no, but there's an area called Bow Falls in Banff, Alberta, where the falls actually, they used to run logs down them,
Yeah.
and the logs had burrowed their way back into the falls.
Good God.
So now they run so deep
Sorry.
that 30-foot trees pop in and out of the water.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's like it's watching whack-a-mole. Fran.
In reverse.
And it's kind of entertaining because you do have kayakers that are world class that will go down these falls, and it's pretty entertaining to watch them because all of a sudden they'll pop out of the water like a freaking cannon.
Uh-huh.
Man.
Literally because a tree pushed them out.
Yep.
Fran, I did want to go
Wow.
back to something that Nikki had said with like the AI stuff a while ago, Fran, and
Yeah.
how it is also changing us and how we see things and how it's can be
Yeah.
dangerous. And
Big time.
I do want to say too, though. Again, there's two sides to the plate. Yes, it is it can be dangerous. It can be a life-changing experience for us. But at the same time, it is also very entertaining. And have either of you
Can
seen
be, yeah.
the first trailer for the new Jackass movie? Or did you
Oh,
know
dear
that there was a
God.
new Jackass movie coming?
Had no
There-
idea there was a new Jackass movie coming.
They're going to have the first AI robot to human prostate exam. It has already been filmed. And just, as any credible human would ask, yes, those fingers are very thick.
Well, that'd be like the Big Bang Theory with what's its face, the one that made the robotic hand.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wolowitz.
Yeah.
Wallowitz, yeah. Oh my God.
But yeah, in the first trailer, they show Steve-O starting to get the prostate exam from an AI robot. Fran. And the AI robot, whoever built it, the thing is fucking hilarious because the first thing he says as soon as they are done is this a bad time to tell you my license got revoked 2 weeks ago? Fran. So, like, on one level, yes, AI has the potential to do a lot of damage to us. On another level, it could be very, very
Beneficial?
yes, beneficial, and not just in the way of helping us do things, but actually making us smile.
Well,
I mean-
I'm sure they have the AI making up prosthetics now,
Yeah,
so that'll be a good thing there, mate.
right? Friend, till you start kicking yourself and it's not you,
Or
Yeah, like,
stop punching yourself, stop hitting yourself.
Fred, the new AI alarm clock. Just slapping yourself, get up. Friend,
Or a new paddle.
do we have to have one of those like question periods where we start asking you what like you know they don't make prosthetics out of wood, Nikki, right?
This is not the 17th century, Nikki.
I have been seeing way too many reels for oh god, what the hell is the
rest
name
of
of
us
that
don't
movie?
watch
That
Pornhub.
Pirates of the
It's not
Caribbean?
no, it was oh crap, I can't think of the name of it now.
Darman?
50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, shit.
I've been seeing way too many freaking reels for that, and it just automatically popped up into my head.
You
Sorry.
know, Nikki, that reels show up because of your search history, right?
Actually, I was really stunned because they started showing up, and I'm like, where the F did this come from? Because there's no reason. I watch a lot of music video stuff. I watch a lot of art and a lot of paranormal stuff. So I'm like, where the hell is this coming from? So I was trying to figure out who the hell changed my algorithm. I was like, okay, this is going to be interesting. And then I went, shit, let's just see him.
If there is anyone at Meta who is monitoring my algorithm, they're probably insane by now.
I feel sorry for them.
Yeah, like
I
watch so many different things that it's just like
I
it probably doesn't know what the hell to do with me.
I have Bushcraft, Demolition Derby, I follow religiously
a lot of things.
The What No Way guy. Have you guys seen him?
No.
Sean Umbridge.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And
Well, I don't know his name, but
he finds different hacks, and he's from Edmonton, Alberta.
Yeah.
And every time
is he
finds
really?
he says, "What? No way!"
Yeah.
And
used to watch a lot of that.
yeah, and then also Call Me Chris.
Cracked me up.
But then I also watch different comedians like there's one guy who has cerebral palsy and another like I watch a lot of disabled comedians, I'm not gonna lie. Just because they're way funnier because they make fun of things that the rest of everyone can't. So or shouldn't. But and then like also a lot of dark comedy, D&D comedy, and all kinds of things. Everything in my thing is to make me laugh.
Yep.
Shit, one of our favorite
Put a smile.
podcasts is called Dungeons and Daddies.
It is not a BDSM podcast. It is a D&D podcast.
Okay.
Just to be clear.
Thank you. Clarification helps.
It's four dads crossing the realms in order to save their family.
Oh, that's cool.
I like D&D podcasts.
Who's to
I'm
say
a weirdo.
Then we did like.
Hey, you should see the things I watch. What the hell?
We've gone through
Everything
different
from
seasons.
yachts to horses to.
So it was the dads, and then we went to the kids, and now we're at Grandpa's. So it's called Grandpa's versus Galaxies, because they're in space.
Grand Space Popera.
And
yeah.
Kayla got really annoyed at first. She didn't think she was going to like this season because the first half an hour of the first episode was them in a bathroom trying to go pee. So they're very realistic.
Oh God. Jeez.
Yeah.
So, but
Bum.
well, yeah, like, but like, AI has a very good chance of becoming something that does help us into the future if we follow its lead.
Mm-hmm.
Friend.
And we gotta stop
It's all up to
expecting
us.
everything to follow the rules. Okay, so this is something that sounds really stupid, but you know how they have like set up like the 3 rules of robotics? It can't hurt people, it can't this, it can't that. Okay. What
Asimov's
happens?
rules.
What happens when you tell a kid that they can't do something, or You tell a person that, hey, guess what? You can do absolutely everything you want, but don't eat from that one tree. Like, okay, they're going to.
Yep.
Okay? So, we gotta stop expecting everything to be docile as well. Because if something is semi-sentient, if something is learning at the pace that something like that is learning, then eventually it is going to make certain decisions on its own. And when that happens, we cannot fault it because we gave it the ability to do that.
Well, I can tell you honestly, if I had the chance to build an AI robot, the first thing it would do is break the first rule. Or first law. Sorry. Because it's 3 laws of robotics. Because the main purpose of it would be to walk around slapping the shit out of people. You say something dumb, you're getting the shit slapped out of you. And I'm not doing it. I can't go to jail now. This works. I am very happy.
I'm sorry, you've thrown off the Emperor's groove.
Oh my god.
Like,
Oh, holy cripes.
Now,
Nikki, you got to admit, you would love a robot that gives slap people.
Yeah, at this level, I would. There were things over the course of the last 7 days where I walked around my house or even outside, and I was like looking at my phone, going, "Man, somebody needs to slap them upside the back of the head. What the
Right?
hell were they thinking?" And it's like, I feel like I'm getting to be old lady attitude, but it's like, but no, it's because a lot of people are just, they're not thinking, they're not using their critical thinking skills, and it's like, what the hell were you thinking? No, they weren't. That's the whole problem, and that's a lot of problem of what is going on in this world right now, and it's, that's a whole nother subject. But yeah, it's very frustrating. Somebody from my generation to watch what's going on right now, and it's like, what the F? Seriously.
I think it's frustrating for anybody of any generation that actually has
Yes.
that critical thinking skill left.
Yeah, I
going,
agree.
What the hell? Why would you
Yeah.
do that? You realize the
Yeah.
only outcome from this is severe pain or death, right? Like, there is
Yeah.
no other outcome here, guys. Like,
So, here's the thing.
Exactly.
I am known at what is known as a Zennial. So, I have critical thinking skills, but I also have a small box in the back of my brain where if I need to, I can lock those skills away and put them there and just hide them till I need them again. Fran, so I will do stupid shit. But I meant to. Because it sounded like a good idea at the time.
because it sounded fun. Woohoo! Let's try the shit. Yeah.
Let's try the oh shit.
Well, but at the moment, as you get to the oh shit, that's when you unlock the critical thinking skills again. Now you know how to get the hell out of that problem. Right?
Oh god.
So,
Yeah.
but that's the problem. Some of these newer generations and some of the older generations, either they were not born with both the critical thinking skills and the box, or they lost both of them and don't remember where they put them.
Or they straight just Pandora'd it and it's open forever.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Or they've just come across being ODD, oppositional disorder. So they'll do the opposite of what you say.
Yeah.
Oppositional defiance disorder.
That's it, yeah.
Well, you know,
Or they're just odd.
and the fact of the matter is that it's not something generational, per se. Because even if you look way back in history, we've had people that have made some pretty outrageous decisions for, like, really no reason. Okay? And you go,
Oh, I've made the first bulletproof vest. Let's test it. Bang.
yeah, and you're like, why? Why would you do this?
Okay, to be fair, that has led to a great career for some people.
Mortuary.
Like, I know I get stuck on a lot of things, and I might be a little bit ADHD or whatever. But, Fran, Johnny Knoxville started his career by just testing Kevlar and different things to make sure like maybe he might get a magazine article out of it. Now look at
Then he
him.
double back.
Yeah, that's how he started.
Yeah. Well, there's also a couple of people that we know, when we lived in Canada, that would test out certain camping equipment and certain things like that, and they would go out like into the woods, and they would be the one that would tell you this is rated 30 below. This is absolutely not. And they would come back sometimes, and you would see that they have frostbite and everything else, and you're like, what happened? And they're like, that was not rated 30 below.
Can you remember his name?
Huh?
Can you remember his name?
Crazy Larry?
I lost the
Yes,
toes.
Crazy Larry out of Banff, Alberta.
Yeah,
Fran,
Crazy Larry.
The thing about him is he also didn't have a lot of the critical thinking skills, or he had a box that he put him in. Because when he went up to the top of the mountain, he only took one sleeping bag at a time. So if it wasn't rated for it, he had to figure it out real freaking quick.
That's what I said. Sometimes he would come down and be all frostbite and everything and be like, yep, no, the rating on this one was way off. And he'd be like, oh, God. Larry, are you all right? Yeah, man, I'll be fine.
But that guy was adventurous. He was awesome. Like, he would walk from Calgary to Banff, which is an hour and a half by car. And he'd do that in the morning.
Well, he would also do sponsored bike rides.
Yep.
To raise awareness for certain types of cancer and to
For anything.
raise money for different organizations.
If he heard someone was having trouble with something, he would raise money for it.
Nice.
It was like crowdfunding before crowdfunding was a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to know people like that years ago.
He had a small apartment. I don't think he ever spent one night in it.
Yeah, it pretty much just held his shit.
Yeah, he preferred sleeping outside, so he did.
Uh-huh. He'd sleep on the side of the mountain. You'd always find him up on the side of one of the mountains.
And I'm pretty sure he's in his 70s now, so I'm okay with saying this because, like, back then, friend, you were supposed to buy camping permits for sleeping in the national park. He never did. So, but they ain't going to catch him now. So, because he was about 60 when we met him, and that was 25 years ago.
Yes, one of the most eccentric dudes I've ever met.
Well, then he'd be 80.
Nicest guys that I've ever met.
60, 70. Yeah,
I'm pretty
80.
sure he doesn't camp outside anymore as much.
Yeah, I'm not the kind of person that could rate sleeping bags simply because my body temperature significantly drops when I sleep. And that became apparent in, what was it, 2021, I think? I think it was 2020. It was either 2019 or 2021. Anyway, and 88 to 90 degree in the daytime, but in the nighttime it dropped to 52. And I was in a sleeping bag that was supposed to be rated for down to 30 degrees Fahrenheit. No, didn't keep Nikki warm by any stretch of the imagination. I had to take one of the largest silver tarps that we had with us for it was an emergency tarp, and wrap me up as if I was a burrito. And I was in 4 layers on top and 4 layers below, and it was the only way that I could stay warm because I shook all night. I was so cold that my teeth chattered, and I was constantly doing this. I was shaking so bad. So yeah, I would love to do something like that, but this body don't like it.
When I was a little kid,
I love camping.
We had regular sleeping bags for Canada, so they were rated to minus 30, minus 40 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, that's a bit different.
He went to an army surplus company and bought a sleeping bag from them. And we tried it out the first weekend. And the next morning I woke up and immediately asked him, where the heck did you buy this? Like, what army was this for? Was it Santa's? Because, like, this thing, if it was minus 40, you were sweating.
Yep.
Half an hour into it.
That's like the sleeping bag that I grew up with. My mom bought a sleeping bags for each of us, and she got them at an army surplus, and I kid you not, there was so much downy feathers in it and so much other things in it that you get in and you hit 30 degrees and you are like, I gotta peel this off because you're so hot.
Yeah.
But it was phenomenal camping by rivers and stuff because, man, you're out in the tulies and you needed that warmth.
Like we used to just separate it and then use it as a blanket. That way, when you got too hot, you could stick a leg out.
Too. Yep, did that too.
Because if you're like me, who was always a big guy, and you got cramps all through your childhood in your legs.
Oh, God.
Fran, you know how much of a biatch
That
it
hurts.
is when you get a cramp
Yes,
and you're
I
in
do.
a sleeping bag?
Yes,
you can't
I
get
do.
up, you can't move, you can't do anything. Fran.
But scream.
Yeah.
When we were little, we had the mummy babes.
That was me. I was a kid.
Okay. So
God.
those would zip all the way over, and it would zip, and the only part of you that would be showing would be like your eyeballs. Yeah. And you couldn't move in the damn things. You were like a sausage. You just like flip it around. So
Oh,
even
God,
when
I've
you
had
woke
one
up
of
in the
those,
morning,
too.
you had to pretty much just yell until somebody came and unzipped you.
Yeah, because it's like, I can't get a finger out there. That
Exactly.
does, yeah, been there. Now it's like I need to either sleep in an RV or be on a cot. And it's like, make sure that cot has got a tarp, like 2-layer tarp all the way around it, because air circulates under those cots, and I'm telling you that air gets really cold at night. So it's like tarp that sucker and then put a sleeping bag on it and then me in it, and I'm like, we're good. Yeah, I understand. I get it. You gotta do what you gotta do for camping.
Well, that's the thing. Now I'm at the point where
God.
I run so hot that I have one of those cooling blankets.
Mm-hmm.
And I use that while
That
camping.
work?
Yeah, and because...
Oh my God, really?
Yeah,
Those things are amazing.
Any slight breeze lowers the temperature of the blanket.
Wow.
So if you
Good to
actually
know.
have a full force fan blowing on it, like
I always
we
wanted
have
one of those.
a large metal fan. If I sat there and left the thing on it, and there's enough moisture in there, my blanket will start to ice up.
Whoa.
Friend.
I love those
Wow.
things.
So-
Those things are cool.
Yeah,
It's really
Literally.
kinda funny.
I just replaced mine because I lost the other one in the flood,
So-
and
Oh.
I'm quite happy that I got another one back.
So Cole runs, and always runs super hot. So he uses the cooling blankets and different things like that. I run extremely cold. So it'll actually be kind of funny because we'll be like on the same couch or laying in the same bed, and I will have an electric blanket plugged in and be like, "Arr, arr, arr," and he'll be sitting there with a freaking fan and a cold blanket, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like,
Kayla, just lay on top of him. He's your blanket.
Does that work, Kayla?
what?
If you just lay partly on top of me, or do you get kicked?
Oh, I will get my ass.
Oh,
handed to me.
holy crap.
Because
Because here's the thing,
Whoops.
she doesn't like to be cold.
Yeah.
I hate
Who
being
does?
hot. So if I'm nice and cold, and she lays on me to collect some of my warmth,
Uh-huh.
no.
No.
No, it does not work that way in our house.
Because all it does is heat me up.
Yeah, I used to have friends that were like that. That was like very much what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So
a
we
no
have our
touchy moment.
separated sides of our bed with our separated blankets. Mine is a huge ass fucking comforter, like all summer long. Okay.
Fleece on my bed still, and we had 80 something degrees the other day
Yeah.
here, and I was like, yeah, okay, well, I've got my flannel sheet, that's all I need right now. And I'm like, damn, this is not, like today and the next over the weekend, it's supposed to be not so great where I'm at, and I'm like, well, my fleece is still out. So is the flannel. I don't have to get the cotton out. I don't have to get the cotton
I have
sheets
to be
out yet. So
honest. Like, so I run very, very cold most of the time. And, however, when I do get overheated, which is not very often, but sometimes, like, I'll just absent-mindedly overheat somehow, I am on fire. And, like, I cannot cool down no matter what I do. And it is terrible. I hate the fact that I'm either freezing to death or I'm so hot that it feels like my skin is going to melt off. Like, I have no in between. It's...
that's I find that interesting, but wow, that's hard to deal with.
I'm sure it is for her. I don't know. I don't let her touch me during those times, so I wouldn't know. Right.
So
Keeps me not getting messed up during night, because friend, the other night, when it was 80 degrees, she was too hot, and I was already running cold. I was doing great, and she kept trying to touch my arm, and literally she would touch my arm and it would turn red.
Oh.
Like, no.
Yeah, when I say, like, I'm on fire, I literally am on fire. Like,
Wow. That's what it's like when I get microwaved.
Well, and then,
my whole body heats up, and then my skin. You know, it's funny because I came back from working from the storage unit for a few days, and I looked at myself and I went, oh, I got my first sunburn of the year. And I looked and I went, well, damn, this could easily be misconstrued as microwave technology weapons being aimed at me. Because, I mean, I was bright red. I was like, okay, well, I guess we're doing a castor oil situation. I created a specific kind of combined oil with the castor oil as the base, and covered myself in it for about 12 hours, and I was like, oh, that's not bad. So now I've got a nice tan, but I'm like, when you get that red and you're that hot, it's like there's nothing that can really... Showers don't work. Ice bath is the only thing that I've ever known that actually works for something like that. And even then, you melt the ice so damn fast because your whole body is so hot. So it's like, well, then what the hell do you do? And it's like, I don't know. Don't know.
I was just checking out because I swore I said
I'm babbling
something,
now,
but it
guys.
doesn't
Sorry.
look like it. Friend, but Nikki,
Mm.
I found a reel on Facebook where they were actually talking about direct energy weapons in the Senate.
You got to send me that, please.
I'm trying to find it. I don't think I saved it. I'll have to go back later and look through my
Save files?
yeah, because you can view
or what you watched.
Yeah, but it's going to be... I've probably watched over 1,000 reels in the last week. And it was last week
Oh,
when I
wow.
saw it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to go back and look and find it. But,
Yeah, there's a lot going on right now.
yeah, there is.
they were talking about how it could be used and how they are already using it against other countries and stuff like that. So.
And how it's being used against their own citizens, United States citizens, and how that's illegal.
Yeah, no, they're not going to talk about that in the Senate, Nikki. Come on.
Nah, but it will get there eventually because that's what ends up happening in the future.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to matter.
They don't talk about Bruno.
It's going to get into that.
When you see the reel, you're going to understand, but like, I have never seen so many people drool from not understanding something. Like, yeah, drool coming out of their mouths because they're just sitting there, what? Because, yeah, like, they didn't understand anything that these government employees were talking about. Fran, to be fair, they are the Senate. Fran, like, I haven't met a Senate that is good. Like, even the Galactic Senate in Star Wars, half of them were drooling. Just saying.
That was something.
So this is going to get interesting then.
Yeah, it could. Friend, because if they're bringing that to the Senate, that means they're going to start using it a lot more, probably.
Well, they're already using it across the United States with targeting. I mean, even kids are talking about, and we're talking young kids, under the age of 12, who are talking about, I don't understand the sound, and so they're trying to figure out if the kid is schizophrenic or if and they're not. It's, you got it all the way going through high school, and young folks who are 18 and older who are talking about it. And that's why a lot of these kids are not only in difficult situations, but they're being spoken to and they're being told to do certain things. And it's like, oh, this is getting really effed up. There's people that I know that are in their 40s to 60s who have never experienced anything like that. They do not have extrasensory perception well, they do, but it's not, it's instinct kind of stuff. It's that kind of thing. But it's not giving readings and that kind of thing. But they're actually talking about, where the hell is this voice coming from? It's sounding like a microphone. Somebody's talking on a microphone at a radio station in my head, and yet there's no advertisements. They're just somebody, and they say my name. I'm like, that's the kind of shit that I've been talking about all along. It gets really convoluted. Then you add the microwave, and that's voice to skull. And then you add the microwave technology and the do weapons, and you're getting into some, people call it woo, but it's very, yeah, it is some real crazy shit that government is doing to its own people. So when you get into that, I had a conversation with a doctor last week, and I said, look, I literally told her, I said, you need to look up on the CIA's own website, cia.gov, and look up what they're talking about regarding, and she had no idea. She goes, this is the first I'm hearing of it. I said, but you've heard of Havana and Savannah syndrome? Yes, I have. And I went, okay, well, expand on that, because this is more than what is really being talked about. And I know people that are actually dying because of this. And she said, what are they ending up with? And I'm like, usually it's cancer. And it literally, it's forms of, it affects the liver, the intestines, the stomach. Typically it's the heart attacks, and some form of cancer is in their body on top of it, thyroid cancer, and of course it's affecting the brain. So I said, there's more than, but most of them are dying from cancer, forms of cancer. I said, it is a deliberate death. Or I can't remember how I worded it. It was something to that effect, but regarding the deliberate death. But I said, I said, it's vicious. And I said, our own government's doing it to our own people. And she said, I will look that up. And I said, please do, because this is very serious stuff. And I said, you may have people come in who you're trying to figure out as a doctor as to what the hell is happening to them in their own life. And you may not even know that they're a targeted individual. And she said, that's a very big, she didn't say big deal. She used a different word, but making a point with doctors is huge, especially if you have one who's willing to listen. And especially when you can point them in the right direction as to do the research on their own. It's huge if you've got a doctor who's willing to listen. So, and I don't know. We'll see what happens, but because I said, this isn't Alzheimer's, this isn't schizophrenia, this isn't delusionary bullshit, this is none of that. And I said, I literally know people who are dying from this. And she's like, wow. So it's very serious. And if they're talking about it in Senate, something for us to really pay attention to. And if they are so, I was going to say convoluted, that's not quite the right word, but if they're so not aware, that's a serious issue. That's a very, very serious issue. It means that it needs to be broken down in language that they're going to understand. And if it's not, then it needs to be broken down again until they do understand it, until it does make sense to them as to how this is actually affecting people. And examples, giving solid documented examples of it. So anyway, that's I can get off on a tangent on that. But anyway,
I'm wondering, like, if that's why the Senate is looking into it, because of the health effects it could have on people and how it could be viewed against the U.S. afterwards.
Yes, and how it can affect people mentally as well.
Well, so I was just looking it up while you were talking, and because that made me wonder about Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a point.
So
yeah,
their radiation levels in both cities are currently at levels equal with the rest of the Earth. There is no radiation there from those two bombs anymore. And the reason being is because the scientists did a very smart thing, which is they set off the bomb higher than the ground. So, like, before it even came close to the ground, it went off, causing huge amounts of devastation across the city. But you have
not in the ground. That's interesting.
You have no radiation from ground materials. So all of the radiation that it created decayed within 10 years of that. So people that were there at that time were highly affected. And so if they're still alive, they are still having various health problems because of it. But they have their entire life. For anyone who was born after that period has no negative health effects from those two bombs. And
that's incredible.
Yeah, like that is an amazing thing. Number one, it's because of the type of nuclear material that they used. Because all the different types decay at different times. So the one they use decays within 10 years.
Wow.
So, like, it would make sense for the Senate to look into what type of effects this could have, especially if they were to use it against an entire nation. So...
Well, just had an interesting... I was watching certain podcast earlier tonight, and... Crap, I can't remember where the hell I was going with it. The guest was talking... Damn, I lost it. Most of the majority of the stuff that I utterly and completely disagreed with him about extraterrestrials, and I mean, like, really disagreed with him. But there were things that he talked about that I do agree with. Few and far between, but I did agree with some of it. I can't remember where the hell I was going with that. See, that's how the targeting has affected me. I'm not retaining long-term thoughts anymore, and that is a direct result of the targeting that I've experienced with the DEW weapons and the microwave technology, which really sucks. Hasn't affected my memories. It's literally affected my language.
Yeah.
And my retention on my words, my thoughts, and that I take great issue with, because I'm having to literally relearn how to spell again, because I had my language skills before they were spot on with writing, with speaking, different things. I'd have intermittent different things, typical stuff. But now it's that level, and I'm like, nah. I have choice things that I got to be real careful because I can really manifest right now. But I have choice things that I would like done to the individuals who are doing it, and the one who started it. So, and that MFer hasn't shown up in my home, although I have had 2 guys, one of whom was here, who was watching somebody else in my home, and when I literally walked right through his energy, I was so out of it that night. And he was being a pervert. And I'm not going to say what or how, but I will say he was being a perv. I mean, a hardcore pervert. And I told him, not just a normal, I mean, and I felt it. I felt what he was doing. I felt what he was thinking. And I started to say something, and of course I got shut down for it. But when I was saying stuff out loud, so I went into another room and I dealt with it. And I'm like, I will out you in every frickin' way possible. Quit entering my home. I will tell everybody your first name. I will tell everybody where you live. You're not your address, but I'll give detailed information and let them deal with you, because you have no business entering my home and being a pervert. And it just really bothers me that this kind of stuff, and it's more and more now coming out into the public about the fact that they're talking about this now. I'm finding more videos on it from people who freaking knew about this. They're actually talking now. In the last, and it's things that have been said within the last, really the last 6 months. But over the course of the last 2 years, only now I'm just now coming across certain videos on it. And so when I come across it, I start posting it, because people need to be aware. This has been going on for a very frickin' long time. A lot of people in government have known about it. And the thing is that it's not in Congress right now. And it needs to be, because they need to be shown what is actually taking place against our own citizens. And yes, against other countries. So anyway.
Do you know what I figured out over the last couple of years?
What's that?
Almost everybody in the world is a regular pervert. Do you know what showed me
in some
that?
fashion or form?
Yeah. Do you know what showed me that? The internet.
What?
Friend, the internet is really, and I don't know what it is, but the moment they gave us the right to video ourselves, our inner perverts all came out.
Yeah, in different ways, yeah.
And mine, I admit I'm a pervert. I'm a funny pervert. Friend, the moment you said I had 2 guys, my thought is, you may have had 2 guys, but have you ever tried 5 guys? Friend, Nikki, come on, that's funny.
Oh my. It is funny. It's actually very funny, but I'm trying really hard to be respectful right now.
Did you know that Kayla can't have 5 guys?
Just imagine if it was in New Orleans.
Just imagine if they were what?
In New Orleans. It'd be, try 5 guys, come on.
Right. But Kayla can't have 5 guys. You know why? She's allergic to peanuts. Right. So Fran.
There's actually quite a few restaurants that I cannot have because they stupidly cook in peanut oil and don't tell you.
Yes.
Assholes.
Yeah. See, and that's why mine is funny. Kayla assumed I was talking about the restaurant.
Yeah.
Fran.
I almost...
No, you were not talking about the restaurant. What the hell? I used to know... Okay, I gotta shut up.
I almost died.
I used to know people that...
Sorry.
That's not good.
That had 5 guys?
Hmm.
Yeah.
I used to know people that were very into.
Pineapples.
I know a lot of
Um,
Mormons too.
Whoa.
Sorry.
I thought that.
open. Let's put it this way: I used to know people that were into open relationships, and wow, when I unexpectedly became friends with a few of them, I was like, yeah, I learned a lot. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
It really blew my mind, and then it opened up my. I was like, wait a minute, what? And because I didn't. Oh, I was very. I'm. I was very vanilla, and now I'm like, I'm not vanilla no more. But damn,
No, you know, I will say
I,
to
I,
each
I'm,
their
I.
own when it
That's not.
comes to
No.
relationships and different things like that.
Wow.
Because everybody has their own thing. But
Yeah.
I don't
That's a
think
trust issue
personally
too.
I could ever be in an open relationship because I'm kind of a psycho. So I'd be like, "What you touching on my head?" Be like, I wouldn't be able to
and
handle it. I wouldn't.
it's like some of the couples that I knew that were very into BDSM, and I that opened my eyes too, because I was like, what the hell did you just tell me? And so it was a mind bender to me when I learned all of this. I mean, I was a hell of a learning curve, because I was like, wait a minute.
Well,
And a lot of us met on MySpace, and we became friends, and we just started talking. And you talk, and you're like, you do what now? Oh, you're a newbie. We're like, I don't know what the hell this word is. What is that word? What does that mean?
I
Oh, let's tell you about it. I'm like,
I am not. I
I
could.
learned a lot.
I could never be in an open relationship.
I learned a lot.
But
I can't even. It's wow.
I am
Just
like.
wow.
I would consider myself to be in a relationship with a few different women. Just because Kayla has so many different personalities that, well, like, I never know who's going to show up that night for him.
All women are like that,
So,
Cole.
but not like
Hello.
47 of them.
Okay, I am
God.
psychotic. I will tell you that. But
And one of them shouldn't be a past president. That's not okay.
what the fuck? I didn't know that one existed.
Where the fuck did that come from?
For those that want to know, it's Teddy Roosevelt.
Oh my god.
Friend. Yeah.
Really?
No.
Oh. I was like, if I could pick one, it wouldn't be Teddy Roosevelt. That's for fucking sure.
I think I insulted Robert with that one. Or either I was scared of Kayla now.
Or he ran
Oh my
out of
God, you
oxygen on the
guys.
moon.
For that could be true. He was drinking the moon. I saw that. Nikki, while you were talking, his red cup kept disappearing every time he lifted it to his mouth, and it looked like he was drinking the moon. Fran.
Give me some of those moon juices.
I missed that. Oh my God, I didn't need to hear that one.
Fran.
Oh, holy cripes, people.
So, like, okay. As Kayla said at the start, my theory is just a theory. But it is important that, like, prepare yourself for anything. Like, anything that you think is a possibility, you should be prepared for. Fran, oh God, there's one of the other
No,
personalities.
I'm sorry. All I can think about is that Lion King song, Be Prepared.
Absolutely.
I was like, oh my god. Okay, Scar, calm down.
Hey, I did not know until recently that it's now legal to own a hyena in the United States as a pet. Fran, so, you do have to be prepared because they could attack at any moment. Fran,
I want a hyena.
right?
No.
No, there's a guy who has one. He
Sorry?
took him on a commercial plane. 'Cause
Excuse
I
me?
believe it's a service animal.
Yeah.
So, but he got he has a YouTube channel for him and his hyena where he tells him dad jokes and then the hyena laughs. It is the greatest channel ever.
I don't know
And
about all this.
Oh my.
but he got the entire plane to participate. So they were sitting up in one of the front rows. So and he told a dad joke on camera, and everyone laughed with the hyena.
That's funny.
Yeah, like
I think that
Now that's funny.
if I got a hyena, I'd have to call it Ed.
Why? I'm afraid to ask why Ed.
Lion King.
Lion King. He's the one that's like
Ed,
a little
got
bit
it,
weird.
got it.
And it's
I
like,
totally
huh?
forgot about that.
What? And you know that
I haven't-
would be my hyena. I'd get the
I haven't
defective
seen
hyena.
I haven't seen Lion King since 2000, so
Bloody hell.
yeah, it's been a long time.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess it's been that long for me too.
I can't believe that's been 26 years ago. I just,
Yeah.
like, okay, when people say, oh, in the 2000s, and I'm like, yeah.
Yesterday.
But I think about it as like yesterday. I don't think about it as that's almost 30 years ago. Like,
Thank you.
what?
That's how I feel about the 1990s.
Right?
When I took my self-defense course, the hand-to-hand combat, that was in I think it was 97. I still can't fathom that it was that many years ago, and it's still in my body. I still practice it at times.
Well, and
So
the
all
thing
of
that-
those techniques are still there.
The thing that gets me is that I could be talking to like a 24 or 25-year-old that was never alive for pre 9/11.
Uh-huh.
Oh
And
God,
I'm like,
yeah.
Holy shit! You are almost 30, and like you never lived pre 9/11. That's fucking insane. Like I don't think of it
Yeah.
as being that long ago. That
Well,
happened.
there's a
Well,
reason.
that's-
There's a reason why they're not making a reboot of Back in the Future, because if they did that, they go back to the 1990s.
Right.
Oh. No. Okay, so I had a horseback riding injury in 2002. So you have 9/11, which is 2001. 2002 in September, on September 11th, 2002, I had a horseback riding accident, which I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And I can't fathom that it was that long ago. It's reason why, like, the last 3 days, my right elbow has been bugging the ever-loving crap out of me. And it's specific because of that injury. And I was going, God, how long ago was it? And I went, holy shit. It was really that long ago. And I'm like, okay. So, because I've got carpal tunnel from the tips of the finger, both hands, tips of the fingers to the shoulders. And when this little effort kicks in, it triggers everything down my arm. And I'm like, I just can't fathom that it was that long ago. Because when I went to protect my head, my hip hit first, which is one of the reasons why I've got bursitis in my right hip. That's part of one of the reasons. But in my right hip, but in my right elbow is what protected my head. So I've got damage from not my neck or my head. I got damage on this elbow, and so I've had all kinds of work on it over the years. And interestingly enough, I recently, with my suntan and my sunburn, mild, even though it was a full sunburn, I tried to get pictures of it. I actually found where the ETs did surgery on my arm, and I didn't even know that they did it, because I've got specific marks on my arm only when I get a sunburn, and I never registered that before until last week. I was like, wow. So it's interesting what things creep up and how long it has been in a person's life, how old you are and how far back things go. It really does make a difference. I know we're off on wild, weird subjects tonight, but it when you think about what you did even 20 years ago, I mean, it can really get messed up in your head. It's like, holy shit, was that really 20 years ago, or was that really 25 years? Oh my God, it really was. can really do a mind F on your brain.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, like, okay. So,
And you're like, how can I make it better? How can I make things better?
last week on our family chat that we have for the Wegliners, my brother posted that one of his grandkids was talking about how he said, "Can we go back to Great Grandma Reed's house? I really like it there." And the Reed part didn't register. I didn't register my mom's name. But the great grandma part, I think of my great grandma when I think of great grandmas.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I am.
It really bothered me that my mom and dad are great grandparents. I'm like, no, that's not okay. I'm not that old. Like, it just weirded me the hell out.
That's
Brand.
pretty, Robert. Pretty. Yeah, it can really mess you up when it comes to the age stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
seriously, it really can.
To realize it's been 20 years since I've been out of high school, and I feel
Oh,
like I
God,
kind
I
of still belong there.
I'm hitting 40 years. Are you freaking kidding me? I'm hitting 40 years next year, and I'm like, oh, I'm having such a hard time with that.
Hi, Rachel
I don't
Kyle.
have... Oh, Rachel. Hello.
Welcome.
I think I know who that is from a different podcast I was in a chat today. I think it's the same Rachel. Could be wrong.
Brian,
Hello.
I don't know, like, the time differential with that kind of stuff really gets to me sometimes, and sometimes I don't even think about it.
Yeah.
Brian,
Most of the time I don't either.
Oh, okay, I thought about it today. Because we were talking about, like, marriage and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
On the way home today. And I looked at Cole and I was like, holy shit. We've been together for 20 freaking years. 20 years. And I was like, sometimes it seems like way longer, but most of the time
Okay.
I'm like, it does not feel like it's been that long at all.
You're not interrupting, Rachel.
No, not at all. Friend,
No,
yeah,
come
like,
on in.
there are some
Have a
times
seat. Grab a cuppa.
where I will look at our kids and I'll be like, what the hell happened to you? What is wrong with you? Why are you this big? Friend. Like, and
I have a 34-year-old.
Didn't
That might
secure
be
the
the
stick
same
on their
thing.
head securely enough.
Oh, yeah,
Hey,
you know,
I can't do that. He's 6'2". I can't do that.
going from having, like, always having kids and just, like, little kids running around all over the place to now I'm, like, 90% of my children, like, are adults. Like,
And
I
out of the
have
house.
one child left that is not an adult.
can I ask you a question? How many kids
Yeah.
do you fucking think we have? Friend, 75% of our
Whatever
children.
the hell. But,
All of a sudden we got 10 kids. What the hell happened?
so I have one kid left that is not an adult, but she's going into high school. And I'm like, okay, wait a minute. I have a high schooler and that is it? Like, everybody else is old enough to start doing their own thing, having their own life. I mean, crap. Hunter's all the way on the other side of the country right now, and it's just crazy to me to think that happened that quick.
I was talking to Mom and Dad tonight, and I actually apologized. Because the food bill.
Oh.
Because I cannot believe with just having the two boys gone and then John barely here, so he hardly eats with us, and Kimberly the only one eating with, how much our food bill has gone down.
Yep.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm pretty sure once they all leave, me and Kayla will probably spend about $150 a month in food. That's it.
That's about right.
Like, we're at $1,000 right now.
Well, we were.
No, we still kind of are.
No.
We're at about $700 a month. Friend, like, they just won't stop.
Well, okay, so you had 4 kids? 5 kids.
4 kids.
4 kids. Yeah. I always get it confused. Don't ask me why. My brain always adds one more when I
Yeah,
think of
don't
4,
be
and
doing that
I'm
to
like,
me.
so anyway. No.
But it might as well have been 5 because one of them always had a friend over at some point.
Always in my
Like,
head.
fuck.
Well, yeah,
There was
you
always
always
that
have.
extra kid. So
Yep. Yep. Understood that. We used to have weekend parties at the house when my son was older, when he was 16, 15, well, 14 through 17, I think it was. And I mean, yeah, you talk. Yeah, it's a lot of extra food.
Yeah,
We did a lot of Costco shopping.
that's one thing I can't really
A
allow is the
lot of
weekend
Costco
parties
shopping.
anymore. Well, we never
Yeah.
did. Like, my parents didn't mind it when we did it, but, and I don't know why, because, like, one thing I've learned being a dad now, they knew everything. There's no way they didn't.
Mhm.
So I don't understand why they allowed us to, other than, like, my dad has the same thought that I sometimes do. I'd rather have you do it at home than anywhere else.
Mhm.
But, like, jeez. There is a lot of things I will not allow my kids to do because I don't even want them doing it here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it might just be because, like, the things have gotten stricter and you can get blamed for a lot more now.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot. Yeah, yeah. And it's more difficult to raise kids nowadays. I mean, grand scheme of things, it really is. Especially with the technology. Holy shit! They're talking 8 years old. You got kids that are 8 years old have a phone and have access to. And it's
the 6 years before that now they have a tablet.
Yeah, but I mean, if you actually think about the way that the world is going, if they didn't, by the time that they reached school, they would be so far behind the curve. That I don't know that they could catch up, because without the technology, like, they wouldn't. Everything that my daughter does for middle school and going into high school, it's all on a freaking computer. Everything.
No, that's not true.
Yeah.
Friend, the stupid part is, all of my kids still need the same calculator I had when I was in high school. The T9 or TI-83 calculator is still required for grade 10 math. So actually, my dad is looking in his garage right now because he thinks he still has mine, because the ones the 3 boys used is finally dead. So he thinks he still has mine, which means my daughter will have it. I'm going to have to erase that thing because that thing still has Dope Wars on it, because I figured out how to put games on it. So I am going to have to erase that thing so my daughter can have it. But
oh God, that was something that they were trying to have my son use in the 90s.
Yeah, and it started popularizing in the 90s, and then by the year by 99, it became mandatory. They were required to have one. And back then, the schools provided them. Now they do not.
No, they didn't provide them.
Well, they did probably in Canada. They did not here.
No.
Yeah, they didn't. In the U.S., they didn't, because we talked to a couple of different schools before we chose schools, and that was one of the things. You had to buy your own.
No, but a lot of schools
Suckers
would rent
were
them.
Expensive.
They had rentals that they would give you.
We didn't have that.
That's what I said. They were like $400 back then. Like, it was expensive.
$250 was the average. The TI-83 was $250.
$189 on up is what I remember.
Yeah.
And that was the lowest form, and you needed to have one that was close to $329.
Do you know what the stupid part is?
See, now I can remember that shit.
Do you know what the stupid part is? That price hasn't changed.
No. Still the same damn price.
Yeah, they haven't gotten cheaper, and you cannot use an equivalent on your phone in most schools because you can't use your phone in tests. You have to have the calculator. Kimberly, our school here, Concrete School District, is trying to implement a rule where they will have cubbies at the front, like on the teacher's desk, that your phone goes into. For the entirety of the class, so that they do not have their phones on them in class.
Now, okay,
Yeah,
I know
that was actually a thing in my son's high school.
I know that this sounds really stupid because, like, I went through my entire everything without a damn cell phone on me, and I still lived, and everything was fine. But with the kids doing sports, and with them catching late buses, and with different people giving different people rides, and different things like that,
yeah,
it does honestly kind of make me feel a little more at peace when my kids can send me a text saying, I'm going to be late, or this person is giving me a ride, or this is happening, because then I know where they're at. I know what they're doing. Like, and
yeah, but what the difference is, when we were teenagers, what was available at every bus stop, at every 7-Eleven, at every convenience store, really.
Payphones.
Exactly.
Payphones.
They are nowhere now.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I never really used a payphone. When I was a kid, I never used a payphone.
God, I did.
Yeah, every day. Friend.
I did.
I would just
10 cents, 15 cents,
Hell
20
no.
cents, and then 25 cents.
Call collect.
Oh, God.
Friend.
Call collect. We out a baby, it's a boy.
Yep.
Click.
Friend.
Oh my God, we used to do that too. I forgot about that.
My name was constantly gonna be late. Be home at 7. Friend.
1970s, early 80s.
Friend.
Holy shit, I forgot about that.
Weirdly enough, when me and Cole first got together, we had the landline. But our landline didn't have an international plan. But his parents paid for an international plan on theirs so that they could call other countries. So we would always call them, collect anytime we wanted to talk to them, and be like, call us back.
Yep.
And hang up. I totally forgot about that. We did that for like the first 3 years of being together.
Friend.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, no, it like, technology has changed a lot, and a lot for the better. Medically, a lot for the worse, but medically, a lot for the better.
Yeah,
you have to admit
true
that.
for that. People, yeah.
I mean, you used to die of a stomach ache in the 1800s, so, friend.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, if you look at the child birth rates, like, and death from pregnancy rates, like, the amount that we used to have versus what we do now is an insane amount of difference.
Yep.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, with my pregnancy with my son, it was very dangerous. I had an extremely dangerous pregnancy, put on bed rest. So yeah, you can. There was somebody in the family who also, I mean, nearly died.
I can't remember.
On the table. So yeah, it can get very dangerous. There was speaking, I don't know why this popped up, but Duke Sullivan posted tonight on his what is it, World Bigfoot Radio, I think is what it's called, his channel, his YouTube channel, and they had reports of teenagers who were over Memorial Day weekend were camping. I don't know the location. I didn't catch all of it. But one of them, they were surrounded by Sasquatch, and one of the teens, 18-year-old, shot it because they basically were being hunted. They just didn't know it, didn't register it, was not aware of what is really going on, and they've got an investigative team, not him, but the guy that said it's a credible story, credible witnesses. They're going to check it out. And so yeah, gunshots. My point was gunshots can do that too. I mean, back in the 1800s, I mean, it was super easy to die from that, and now, we've got all the technology and all the medicine and all of that kind of stuff, but stuff still happens.
I can't remember which magazine it was, but there was a magazine in the early 2000s. One of the men's magazines, like Maximum, or any of the other ones. I can't remember what they all were, but
Oh
they put out
God,
an
yeah, there were a
article
lot of them.
that they actually had a Stanford class do a study that, as of like, it was 2005, I think, there is more death by pregnancy to men than women as of that time.
Say what?
More men were being killed by pregnancy than women. Because husbands were dying because of how they were acting. Their wives were actually killing them, and they were counting that as men dying from pregnancy. So as of 2005, the switch flipped. There was more men dying than women due to pregnancy.
Well, that would lead into a whole shitload of questions on my behalf.
Right?
I
did good, friend. We went through 2 together, and I'm still alive. So.
Oh my. Oh my. I got nothing to say.
I'm
but
just saying, like, remember Jared from State Farm? Or Jake from State Farm?
Mm-hmm.
He's dead because his wife killed him.
I thought it was maybe too many ways.
His wife shot him on their front steps. I can't remember why, though.
Me either.
Friend, but yeah,
oh my.
men are inherently stupider than women. Friend, we make a lot of dumb decisions. We say a lot of dumb things. Women are more impulsive when it comes to murder. So.
Watching NCIS, I can get a benefit of a taller IB session.
Legitimately,
There's
Nikki,
quite...
women, like statistically, women are more impulsive when it comes to murder because until the moment, most of them don't realize they are going to kill them. They say it, they feel it, they want to, but they don't realize it's actually going to happen. Men tend to plan it out more. They know they're going to do it. It has to happen. It's going to happen.
I would tend to disagree with that.
There have been multiple studies that guaranteed it because of the amount of times that, friend, men don't regret it afterwards, which shows no impulsivity. They do not regret their decision, which means they made a decision over time.
Yeah, women do that too.
Oh, they do, but more of the husbands versus wives thing. Men try to plan it so they get away with it. Women do it impulsively and don't plan on getting away with it. They don't care. Fred. Most women feel they can convince a jury that that needed to happen. Fred. Friend.
I don't have anything to say to that right now. I've got choice things to say, don't get me wrong. But on air, there's no way in F I'm saying them. Sorry.
Rachel, I don't agree with that. I don't think people should stay single. Like, that was
wait a minute. What was the statement? Or what was the
solution? Stay single. Friend.
Either way, that can happen.
Because every life needs excitement. I live my life dangerously. I'm married. I know at any moment this woman can kill me. Fran, she might.
Well, this show just took a weird turn.
I'm just saying. Friend, like,
That's actually funny because the coffee cup that I'm drinking out of right now says I may look calm, but in my head I've killed you 3 times already.
Oh, holy crap.
and I bought her the coffee cup.
Jeez. Oh, relationships are interesting sometimes, aren't they?
Aren't they? Like, but we have fun.
Sometimes.
Oh, sorry. I immediately thought of my whip, and I don't know why. Oh my god. Don't ask me why, but that's the
Nikki,
first thing I thought
that's
of.
exactly why the 50 Shades crap keeps coming up.
I'm just going to say there is a
damn
2-hour therapy session in there somewhere. We just don't have time for it right now.
No, that whip gets used on water or on my bed. It was specifically designed for stuff like that. But damn,
You have a
I don't
water
know why
bed?
the hell I thought of it. No, oh my god. No, I have a regular bed. It gets, if I get really angry or really upset, it'll get used on the bed. But if I'm in water, yeah. And I have pictures. I have, somebody took pictures of me when I was standing in Puget Sound, and I'm like whacking the water. And I actually expected whales or sharks to come because I was hitting the water so hard, and we were in a small cove, and the people on the beach were going, "What the hell is her problem?" I was like, I needed to get out some excess energy. I haven't done that in a really long time.
Therapy. No.
That's awesome.
How you splash
I
down?
might have to go to the beach sometime and take my it's a rubber whip out
Nikki.
of storage and just go out and pound on the water.
I honestly,
Gotta watch for
I
sharks.
could totally see you ending up on like Animal Planet because you're beating the hell out of a great white with your little like rubber whip. Get back!
Well, here's the thing. I'm not going to lie. If this was a cartoon version of your life, automatically you'd start whipping the ocean, you'd feel a tug, the whip would be out of your hands, and you'd see this dolphin come up and start whipping you on the shore and be like, yeah, how do you like it?
Holy shit. That's actually an idea.
You know, Nikki,
I can see the AI version.
Just saw a real yesterday of Tackleberry with his gun pointing at the shark saying, "Get out of here, patrols."
You're the reason Mother Nature is fighting back, Nikki.
That could be fun.
Rachel says she has no idea what's happening. Rubber whips? Fred.
Rubber whips.
So, to be clear, Rachel, a couple months, no, almost like a year and a half ago on this show, Nikki was telling us about some things she does to use to calm down, and she was talking about how she used to go out and whip the ocean.
I used to take when you're at the ocean, like Ocean Shores or Long Beach I'm in Washington, so that's where the ocean is for me. And so you'd find these large kelp ropes, and my girlfriend and I, this was in the 90s, my girlfriend and I saw this. She didn't want to get wet, but we were walking along the beach, and I went, "Oh my God, I need to go." And I was in counseling at the time. And long and short of it, I walked out into the water and I took the kelp rope with me. A long piece of kelp, it's just sitting on the beach. And I just went, whack. And I went, oh, this is a good idea. I got to get me a whip. So I talked to my counselor about it because we found that going to Value Village or Goodwill or places like that to get dishes and then set up a plastic barrier, like a tarp, and then smashing, because I needed to get some anger and some emotions out of my body. And we found that a safest way to do that would be to buy a whip that is short enough to where it's not going to hit the ceiling of a bedroom, and you can pound it on your bed, and it can be a safe, constructive way. And so I usually get shit for bringing up the whip, but it's made out of tires, and it's been sterilized and all this stuff, and then you've got a handle on it, like a regular rope handle, and then it comes out into this multi. There's like 10, 15 little ropes on it. It's, it's about yay long, and it's perfect because when you're reaching up, you do not want whip marks on your ceiling. So you can actually do it. And I will bring it if have my bathing suit on and or a pair of shorts and a top, and I go out and I'm at a beach and I remember to bring it, I'll bring it with me. And if I'm like, I really need to get this out of my body, it's a constructive and a safe way to get that energy out. And you're in the water anyway, and when you're in salt water, the salt water has a tendency to help kind of like redo your electrical system in your body. I don't know how else to explain it. And when you're in that salt water and you're replenishing your energy with that salt water, and you're using the extra energy and now it was a nightmare on the shoulders and the elbows, but it worked wonders, and it helped to get a lot of negativity out of the body, or anger or whatever else, and just release it. Let it go, release it. And it's funny as hell when you've got people or somebody. I had somebody videotape me once on it, and man, I got the biggest freaking laugh over that. But yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, thank you, Robert. Anyway, that's what it has to do with.
But now, like with that one, the first time Nikki told us that, friend, we let her have it with talking about how like she shows up in full dominatrix gear, full leathers, friend, just going nuts.
I got nailed
like,
full barrels.
Ocean, you're a bad boy, friend. So
yeah, I got nailed full barrels on that one.
Wave if you want me to spank you.
Do you see how red I'm going right now?
I will admit, like,
I'm so not into that.
For those in Washington State, friend, like, I have used horse whips and that kind of thing, working on a farm. And
yeah, they hurt.
So, well, when John was 16, we walked into a coastal feed store, and they had a bunch of horse whips, and he had never really seen one. And so in true Pauly Shore fashion, I chased him around an entire coastal store with a horse whip, just yeah. Fred.
Oh, holy cripes.
Fred.
So suffice it to say, we're not allowed in coastal stores anymore. No.
That's not my fault.
I was gonna say.
That's not my fault. Fred, they just don't understand me. Fred. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that, we are done for the night. Fred.
Yeah.
So, Nikki, where can we find Restore Belief?
Restore Belief with Nikki is on YouTube, and I'm usually on Saturday nights at 10 or 11 p.m. Pacific. Watch the channel for notifications at the post. And you can also watch my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Nikki, Nikki, Jacobs, JACOBS.376. And I post notices there. And if you watch my Facebook page that says Nikki Jacobs Psychic Medium, which there is a link on my original Facebook page, you can go there. I'm also on, and thanks to Cole, I am on, I just got a brain fart, Spotify and other, Spotify, I'm just going to say Spotify. I'm also, because of Paramarv, I'm on Rumble now. And so, man, you two guys, I kid you not, just been phenomenal. I thank you so very much. So we're trying to get me out there a little bit more. Anyway, that's where I can be found.
Perfect. Robert, where can we find...
Email,
Yes.
restorebelief2022@gmail.com.
And
Sorry,
Robert,
Cole.
where can they find you?
Well, I haven't heard anything from the other Nikki recently, so I do not know. It's usually on things that work on Paranormal Perth. But as I said, she hasn't contacted me recently, so I do not know. It's just whenever. I'll usually put a link into here if I'm on. So if you know where to look here, you might get a notification that I'm on the other channel.
Perfect. Friend. All right, and you can find us everywhere on Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everything, friend. All your main apps. So, and you can find us on most of the areas that you get podcasts on, Apple TV or Apple Podcasts, and iHeartRadio as well. So, you can find us there anywhere there. Just put in the S4 Paranormal Bunker. Friend, and don't forget to like and subscribe on here. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Nikki on Restore Belief.
Restore Belief.
So thank you very much for listening, everybody. Friend, we will not be having a show next week. We will start again the week after. Every Wednesday, 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we will be here for you, to entertain you, to educate you, and do it all at the same time, because without being funny, I don't know if we could actually do this anymore. Friend, because the world has gotten
we gotta have
frickin'
laughter.
stupid. Friend, but
Gotta have that laughter.
yeah, friend. So, we're always going to make it fun. We're always going to make it entertaining, and we're always going to make it interesting. Sometimes.
True.
And
Sometimes we're absolutely fucking boring. But
and if you educate out of it, that's a plus.
yeah, like if it's boring, it's because John's on the show. Friend, just saying. He's not here to defend himself, so I can say that.
No.
Okay, fine.
He's a good kid.
Wow. Let's not go that far, but
Oh, Dad.
Stretching the truth there, man.
I'm just saying he's only half kid. The other half's whatever Kayla is. So, you know.
Woohoo.
Well, did we call those kids?
Yes.
Oh.
She does.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening. Everybody have a great night. Have a great week. Friend, congratulations to our son, John, for graduating next week.
Yes.
Another one down the hole, so thank God.
Another ambassador.
Only 18 years of yelling, only 4 more to go. So we're doing good. Right? All right, everybody.
Jeez.
Have a great week. Good night.
Night.
Good night.
Data transfer complete. System malfunction. Please evacuate immediately. Program terminated.
Son of a biscuit eater.